Hi there, I'm Chris. I'm not a chef. Like you, I'm just trying to get through the coronavirus while in lockdown. But I do know a lot about food and the food business and food safety. So I'm here to help you have a better time and learn more so you don't get freaked out in the kitchen while you're being holed up in the house. So one thing that I do with this, just a little tip. These are obviously been soaking in marinade, so they're all dripping with juices that I use Worcestershire soy sauce, a little honey, and some seasonings, garlic. But it makes a big mess in the bottom of your dehydrator if you just throw them right in there. So I actually left these, as you can see, the trays go through and they're sitting there in the sink so that they can kind of drip down and get all the juices, let them drip out, give a little shake every once in a while. That way the whole bottom of my dehydrator is not like covered in soy sauce and marinade from the beef jerky. And so we got this, and it can drip into the fan and things like that. So I try to do that. It'll make cleaning a lot easier later, and that's always a good thing because no one likes cleaning. Beauties. And we'll place them on there, and we'll put our lid on. Now we want to do this at you've got to go a long time. Some of these are kind of thick, so I'm going 12 hours. Let's see what time it is. No, that'll be fine. Temperature, go 160 to start with for the first 12 hours, and you'll hear the little fan start up, and it's one of those things you just sit it and leave it. Get a towel here, get some of that off that I missed. And yeah, in 12 hours we'll check that, see how they're going. People like their beef jerky different ways. Some people make it really dry, which is how we like it. Some people kind of like it, some of the stuff you find in the store, the little packets where it's a little soft and chewier. But just play with it and check it as you go. It could take up to a couple days, depending on how thick you make your slices and your marinade and things like that. But just be patient, and it should be delicious. Okay, so here we are. Our timer has shut off on our dehydrator. So now we're just going to take a look and see how everything looks here. Oh yeah, really nice and dry. Look at that. I didn't film it, but I was up till the middle of the night when it hit about 10 hours to flip all of these and move the trays around to kind of get things circulating. Now, one thing I wanted to check was this tray has some thicker pieces. As you can see, those got some width to them. So I just want to make sure how dry they are. And the way that I do that is by bending them. Now you see how that doesn't splinter up very much? That means it's not really that dry yet. Now some of these thinner pieces, like this, that are really wafer thin and spread out like a net, they're pretty dry. If we turn and roll it over, then we can see, I don't know if you can see that very well, how that splinters. And so those are done, but it won't hurt if we let them run a little longer. But my family has been asking about these, so I'm going to go ahead and take out the thin ones, put them in a baggie, and then leave the thicker ones in here for probably another 6 to 8 hours. So we'll go ahead and get on that. Okay, we took out some of the one pieces that were done. Now let's see how the taste test is. Is that good? Is it good? Okay, great. I'm glad you guys like it. That's why you make beef jerky. Parenting tip.
Daddy.